Now, the reason that you and almost every other human on the planet, that when we ask the question, are you enjoying the contrast of your time and space, says yes but doesn't mean it, the reason that you are not really up to speed with us quite yet about this magnificent contrast that gives birth to the new desires is because so many of you are stuck in the knowing of what you do not want. The contrast helps you to know what you don't want, and when you know what you don't want, you automatically are sending a rocket of desire about what you do want, and the source within you, that larger part of you, we're not kidding you, turns undivided attention toward what you're asking for, not what you're currently living. When you're sick, you ask for wellness whether you use words or not. And when that happens, the non-physical part of you turns undivided attention toward the wellness that you have asked for and never one time looks at the sickness that you are experiencing. But as you stand in your sickness, trying to figure out what it is, trying to figure out who else has got it, trying to figure out if it will be the thing that will kill you, trying to figure out how it came to you or what you might do to prevent it so that it doesn't come again, or explain how bad it feels now that you've got it, looking for sympathy of others who don't have it, who aren't interested that you have it, but you think they should be interested that you have it because you have it. And it's vivid in your experience, and they don't have it. They don't seem to be all that interested that you have it, and so you want to explain to them that you have it, and that they don't know that you have it, and so you go to a doctor who has been assigned on your planet to look for things that you have like that, and he looks and he's not sure what it is that you have, but he's willing to play the game with you to talk about what it is that you have, and he will run tests to see what you have and see if he can figure out how you got it or where it came from, and he will give you a diagnosis about how long it will be there. Meanwhile, the larger part of you is done with all of that contrast and is focused upon the wellness that this experience has caused you to ask for. But you're nowhere near the vibration of the wellness because you have this illness that is so unpleasant. And so then as you beat the drum of I don't feel good, 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 I don't feel good. Did I tell you that I don't feel good? I don't feel good, I don't feel good, I don't feel good. Haven't really ever felt good, haven't really ever felt good, haven't really ever felt good. Used to feel good, used to feel good, used to feel good, used to feel good, used to feel good. I'm older now, 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 I'm older now. Oh, look at that frisky one over there. Just wait. Just wait. So without even realizing it, as you are observing where you are, now your environment has already done its work for you. It has already inspired what you want, and the larger part of you has already taken advantage of the vibrational rocket that you've set forth. The larger part of you, the vibrational part of you, the non-physical part of you, the soul source part of you is now already offering undivided attention to the wellness that your illness has caused you to ask for. And in fact, do you know, hear this, you're really going to like this, and if you don't, doesn't matter because we do. We really, really like this. The only reason that you ever feel sick is because you're not vibrationally up to speed with the wellness that you have become. It's such an interesting thing. This is the concept that we most want you to leave this gathering knowing, not just hoping for, not even believing, knowing. We want you to know that when life causes you, the larger part of you, the non-physical part of you, to expand to a new place, if the rest of you doesn't go with it, the separation is what equals the illness. It's easy to look at lovable things and love. But when you just look at what is, and there is no rocket of desire that shoots forth from you, then there is no expansion. And without expansion, you cannot continue to be eternal. And don't worry about it. Eternity is assured because contrast is forever. You just want to learn to manage the contrast. You want to learn to manage the contrast. You want to learn to gain control of the gap between who you really are and who you're letting yourself be. There are so many people who are running around saying, if this were different, I would feel better. And if this were different, I would feel better. And this were different, I would feel better. Aren't you finally at the place where you understand that you can't control all of those things? Aren't you just sort of crazy tired of trying to do the impossible, of getting people, governments, systems, environments, economies, ecologies? Aren't you tired of trying to get everything to behave so that you can feel good when you look at it? Aren't you finally ready to grasp control of your own experience? Don't you want to manage your own vibration? Don't you want to be who life has caused you to be? Don't you want to be vibrationally up to speed with who you really are? Don't you love being tuned in, tapped in, turned on? Don't you love being the source energy being? Don't you want to see the world through the eyes of source? Don't you want to be the vibrational being that you were born to be, here focused in this leading edge environment? Don't you just love an experience that causes expansion? Don't you? Well, when we began today, it didn't seem like you wanted that so much. You said something more like, oh, well, I guess I'm here, and I guess I don't really have any choice. But you do have a choice. You have a choice in every moment. You have a choice to be who you are or not. And when you make an effort to be who you are, you feel better. And when you don't make the effort to be who you are, you don't feel as good. And clamoring around and trying to get other people to change so that you can feel better is the epitome of absence of freedom. And figuring out how to feel good regardless of the condition by focusing the brilliance of your mind little by little into vibrational habits that hold you more consistently in vibrational alignment with who you are, that is the epitome of freedom. That's the only place that freedom ever exists. The freedom to feel good is the freedom that you were born with. The freedom to expand. The basis of your life is freedom. You're so free you can choose bondage, you see. And the result of your life experience is this eternal expansion. We cannot cease to expand. But your quest, your personal quest, your goal, your objective, it must be joy. How you feel must be your dominant awareness and intention. And when it is, everything will fall into place.